Hello, Aquarius. How are you? I am shuffling the cards for Aquarius. And as I do so, I normally mentally call in my spirit guides, ascended masters, guardian angels, and ancestors, and ask them to bring through only the highest and the best good. And I ask them to contact, I tell my people to get a hold of your people, to get a hold of your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your ascended masters, and your ancestors, and ask that they send across information of you only for the highest and best good. And that this is all protected by divine source. Okay. Aquarius. The Tower moment. You know what? You air signs have been really getting belted. The Sun card. The King of Swords. Okay. Now my hands are... I need some lotion. My hands are dry and the cards are slippery. And the Ten of Cups. Ooh. This is looking a little better, Aquarius. It's still, you got some crap happening, but don't worry. It's going to end up just the way it should. We have the Three of Wands. The Page of Wands. And the Queen of Swords. Okay, Aquarius, you're starting right out with a Tower moment. You are on the brink of cleaning house. You've had enough. You've put up with it long enough. This could be your own household right now that I see. It kind of feels like you're the one that's been carrying the brunt of all the household chores that nobody else has seemed to contribute. And you're just about ready to say enough's enough. Everybody dig in and help out. Or, you know, we can't do this unless we do it together. And that's absolutely what that Ten of Cups is. There's the whole family down there. Together, you achieve that beautiful rainbow in the Ten of Cups. Not battling it out, not taking sides, not feeling hurt because somebody said something that might have hurt your feelings, but as a family working together, this is what the rainbow time, the rainbow moment is. You also have the Sun card that came up, Aquarius, and that is absolutely a wonderful card. It depicts healing and a fresh start. This is kind of where you're headed after that Tower moment. Kind of like you need to clear the air and just kind of, you know, sometimes you just got to let things fall where they may to get a fresh start and a new attitude about things. Just, you got to let it go. And I think that's where you're at. We also have the King of Swords energy coming up for you, Aquarius, and that's absolutely where you're at. You know, you're confident in what you've got to say to everybody at this time. You're not going to let people kind of run slipshod over you, dumping things on you, letting you carry the brunt of the chores or the issue. We also coming up to the Three of Wands, and that is a card for it's an opportunity and it's communication. It could be related to work. It could also be related around home. It could be even an opportunity for some pleasure. Perhaps you see he's looking off into the distance, like a little travel. So you might be, you know, coming into, you know, they're lifting the lockdown order for most everybody here in Pennsylvania. Mercer County here, we get lifted on June the 5th. So here's an opportunity coming up that you might be doing a little traveling, maybe hitting the restaurants that we missed when everything was closed. We also have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is bringing forth some communication, something new. The Page is, just brings announcements. If you remember in the movies, then a page comes riding in and opens the scrolls up and reads things off. So yeah, there's definitely word coming through for you about some kind of new opportunity that's going to present itself. You're sitting in the Queen of Swords. You have the King and the Queen of Swords on the table. Let me tell you, that is a dynamic couple. These two have their shit together. And that's kind of where you're at. You know, you're totally solid on who you are. There's a lot of confidence that you're radiating right now. And you kind of have to keep the ship upright at home, keeping everybody in line, keeping those chores done, and just getting stuff done. We have the Ace of Wands. Lots of wands going on here. And the Justice card. The Ace of Wands is a little more about work, about communication. You can see it's something that is going to happen in divine timing. The hand is coming out of the cloud. This is something that's passed down from the higher energies above that we just spoke about earlier, the guides and the guardian angels. It is something that they're directing to you, trying to guide you. You will see the opportunity when it arises, because the next card is the Justice card. And that's because, Aquarius, you kind of want everything to be even for everybody. That's kind of who you are. As an air sign, you know, this kind of means it's going to be your turn too. You're putting your foot down and taking this opportunity to let it be known that you're not putting up with everybody's guff anymore. You know, don't be dumping your dirty laundry for me to take care of. You guys know how to do your own. We also have the Chariot card. The Chariot is also kind of a somebody flying in with word about something. You may possibly get word this week about, you know, it's kind of relating back to work. There's so many wands on the table that you're going to get some word about work. Gemini, Aquarius. Aquarius, I do feel you have an opportunity for advancement at work. Some of the people that have been laid off or left may not be coming back. They may have found something else. They may have had to. So there is quite possibly advancement coming for you. We have the Hanged Man, the Five of Cups, and I don't have my glasses on, Seven of Swords. The Hanged Man was you just kind of in limbo for a little bit, not going anywhere. You were just kind of hanging around. Now, I'm going to warn you, Aquarius, often when I pick up the Hangman card, I read the energy of something legal, you know. Before they could hang the guy, they had to put him through due process. And I think that kind of relates back to something legal. It could be something just as simple as taking care of, you know, insurance things that need to be handled. But usually for me, when I read it for you, it may indicate perhaps somebody getting a DUI. Okay? Please, once they lift the lockdown on the 5th, take your time, get a designated driver if you are going to be drinking, or any other libations, because in so many parts of the country now, even cannabis is legal. But no matter what it is that you recreate with, please make sure you get yourself a designated driver, because here is the Five of Cups. He's kind of turning his back on something there, and you can see there are cups in front of him and 3 in front of him that he's already kind of either kicked over or looked at, and he's just not wanting to even look at the 2 that are behind him. Okay, It's kind of how you're feeling right now. You don't want to turn around and look at what's behind you. You would just as soon put your head down and keep moving forward. The Seven of Swords, kind of a tough card. It kind of can refer to a betrayal. It is, you've kind of, it's almost like the Five of Cups. You're leaving a couple of them behind you. You're grabbing what you can take with you and salvaging kind of the good aspects out of this opportunity or this relationship that you're kind of calling a halt to. You might not even be ending a relationship. You just might be ending that phase and that heaviness. Like I said, we're starting to come out of the lockdown, and it's kind of showing us that, there is going to be light at the end of the tunnel. We have the Hermit card, which you might be dealing with a Virgo. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords, there it is. Something in divine timing also coming out there for you. Notice the crown over top of the sword. There may be a little conflict at first. Maybe you may have to come in swinging your sword to that group there at home. But it's going to end up that, they're going to pay attention to you. You're just not going to let this fly past you. The opportunity we mentioned for something at work. Perhaps advancement or more hours, better pay rate. You can absolutely see that it's coming. You see there is some money around you, and you're going to be helping somebody out financially. Perhaps somebody needing a couple bucks here and there. Be careful, Aquarius, because from what I see, you have a tendency to be too generous. Sometimes it's good to help people because, we all need a helping hand from time to time, but Aquarius, don't let them take advantage of you. The Hermit card, like I said, you could be dealing with a Virgo. Virgos are pretty much the Hermit, or this could just be you dealing with the lockdown and the quarantine that we've been dealing through, and now that it is getting ready to be lifted, you're getting ready to step out of the hermit cave and back out into life again. The Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. Uh-oh. There we are. The Nine of Swords. And okay, yep, it's coming. We also have the Seven of Wands coming up. You're working hard at trying to keep the peace. Here is how it's going. You've been working hard. Somebody else hasn't been holding their end of the peace negotiations up in your household. The other card that came up was let me put my glasses on briefly. I can't count. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. And this just is showing that you have been worrying a little too much about what's going on around you. Don't overthink things. We all have a tendency, and myself included, to see what's going on social media and allow the fearmongers to jump into our head. Okay? The more we worry about that, the more we will have stuff to worry about. The more we let it go, the more we do not add our energy to that negativity, the more we add to the positivity, asking for light, asking for guidance and peace in this situation and things that are going on, whether it's in your household or in your neighborhood. It's going to work out. It's going to work out. You've got too many absolutely good cards on the table, Aquarius. You've got that Sun card. That healing is going to happen. Things are going to unfold for you. All right, Aquarius. There it is. I'm going to wrap this up. I will update this possibly, most likely in about the middle of June to give you a new heads up on what's going. So get ready, Aquarius. There's a new beginning coming for you. I'm going to send you guys out of here with love and light. Love you.